Hello, I'm Okan. Today we're tackling an incredibly important topic, keeping our kids safe online. We'll walk through some essential tips and strategies to create a safer digital environment for our children. The internet is an amazing place to learn and connect with others, but just like in the real world, there are things to be cautious about. It's our responsibility to make sure our kids have the knowledge and tools they need to navigate the online world safely. From strong passwords and privacy settings to spotting red flags and talking to our kids about online behavior, we'll cover it all. Let's equip ourselves with the information we need to empower our kids to make smart choices online. Let's get started. Pagitiya. Alright, let's talk about why internet safety is so important for our kids. The internet is a vast and ever-evolving place, and it's incredible how much our kids can learn and explore online. But with these opportunities also come certain risks. Cyberbullying, exposure to inappropriate content, online predators, phishing scams. We're talking about threats that can really impact a child's well-being. Think about it. Our kids are sharing personal information online, interacting with people they don't know in real life, and sometimes even sharing their location without realizing it. That's why it's crucial to talk to our kids about these risks and how to protect themselves. We want our kids to enjoy the benefits of the internet without falling prey to its dangers. By understanding the potential risks, we can take proactive steps to mitigate them and create a safer online experience for our children. Let's talk passwords. I know, sounds boring, but trust me on this one. It's super important. A strong password is the first line of defense against unauthorized access to our kids' accounts. It's like locking the front door to their online worlds. Now, when I say a strong password, I'm not talking about password 23 or their birthdays. We need something way more complex than that. A good rule of thumb is to use a combination of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. And remember, it needs to be memorable. Maybe a line from their favorite song or a funny phrase. The other crucial thing here is to stress to our kids that they should never ever share their passwords with anyone, not even their best friend. Passwords are like secret keys. They keep our kids' information safe. Okay, let's talk about personal information. In the real world, we teach our kids to stay away from strangers and not share personal information with them. The same rules apply online. It's crucial for kids to understand that online, not everyone is who they seem. We need to sit down with our kids and have a conversation about what kind of information is okay to share online and what should always be kept private. Things like their full name, address, phone number, school name, those are a no-go. It's like giving a stranger a map to their house. And you know what? It's not just about what they type, it's also about what they post. Pictures, videos, those can reveal a lot of personal information without them even realizing it. So let's talk to our kids about being mindful of what they share and who they share it with. Alright, we talked about passwords and personal info, but what about the websites our kids are visiting? How can we make sure those are safe? One easy trick is to look for HTTPS at the beginning of the website address. See that S at the end? That stands for secure, and it means the website is using encryption to protect information. Another thing to look out for is a little padlock icon in the address bar. That padlock is like a virtual bouncer, making sure everything is safe and sound. It's also a good idea to stick to well-known, reputable websites, especially when it comes to things like online shopping or downloading games. And if something feels off, if a website looks suspicious or is asking for too much personal information, it's always best to err on the side of caution. Let's talk about something that hits close to home for many of us, cyberbullying. It's heartbreaking to think that our kids might experience harassment or bullying online, but unfortunately it's a reality for many young people. The good news is there are things we can do to empower our kids to deal with cyberbullying if it happens to them. First and foremost, communication is key. Let our kids know they can come to us if they experience or witness any form of cyberbullying. Let's create a safe space where they feel comfortable opening up to us without fear of judgment, and if they do experience cyberbullying, it's important to document everything. Screenshots, messages, anything that can be used as evidence. Then we can report the bullying to the social media platform or website where it's happening. Let's face it, social media is a big part of our kids' lives these days. And while it can be a great way for them to connect with friends and express themselves, it's important to set some ground rules for safe and responsible use. First off, let's talk about age limits. Most social media platforms have a minimum age requirement of 13. It's important to respect these limits and make sure our kids aren't creating accounts before they're ready. Once they are old enough, let's have a conversation about privacy settings. We can sit down with them and adjust the settings on their accounts to limit who can see their posts, photos, and personal information. It's like building a fence around their online space. And just like in the real world, it's crucial to remind our kids that what they post online can have real-world consequences. Once something is out there in the digital world, it can be tough to take it back. Online gaming is another area where we need to make sure our kids are staying safe. Many online games allow players to chat with each other, and it's important to talk to our kids about responsible online communication in these environments. Just like with social media, we need to remind them that not everyone online is who they say they are. It's a good idea to encourage our kids to use nicknames or aliases instead of their real names when gaming online. This adds an extra layer of anonymity and helps to protect their identity. And if they encounter any toxic behavior like cyberbullying or harassment, it's crucial that they know how to block and report players. Most online gaming platforms have built-in tools for reporting bad behavior, so let's make sure our kids know how to use them. Okay parents, time to talk about our secret weapon, parental controls. These tools are like our sidekicks in the fight to keep our kids safe online. Parental controls allow us to set limits on screen time, filter out inappropriate content, and monitor our kids' online activity. Now, I know what you're thinking. Isn't this a bit like spying on our kids? And it's true, we want to respect their privacy. But these tools are here to provide a safety net, not to track their every move. It's all about finding a balance between giving our kids freedom and keeping them safe. And the great thing is there are tons of parental control options out there. We can set them up on our computers, smartphones, tablets, even gaming consoles. So there you have it, our crash course on internet safety for our kids. We covered a lot today, from creating strong passwords and protecting personal information to identifying secure websites and dealing with cyberbullying. Remember, the online world is constantly changing, so it's crucial to stay informed and keep those lines of communication open with our kids. Let's make internet safety an ongoing conversation in our homes. By empowering our kids with knowledge and tools, we can help them navigate the digital world safely and responsibly. And remember, we're all in this together. Let's support each other as we guide our kids toward a positive and safe online experience. Thanks for joining me today, and until next time, stay curious.